We're set for the second half from Wichita Falls, Texas. D.L. Ligon Coliseum, and Fort Lewis will have the basketball. They're up by 10, 46-36. Out high it is Austin Halderson along with Joshua Blaylock. Now it's Will Morris with the basketball at the top of the key. Jared Smith and Cade Kloster on the floor for Fort Lewis. And the first shot is no good from the right side, and now it is the Patriots with the basketball. Shannon Lilly, top of the key, wide open three. It's short, and then over the back is Halderson coming over the back of Patrick Burke. He's called for a foul, and Halderson stands still, very stoically looking at the official, asking exactly what he did. It was Burke who was held from behind. So inbounds pass, they find Burke in the corner. He's got all sorts of room. They're going to give him the three. They concede that. Instead, he pulls it back out and goes to Lilly. Patriots down 10 with the basketball. Johnson, he takes a three from the left wing. It's short, and then it falls in. He gets a shooter's roll. Johnson will take it. That shot looked awfully short, but it bounces high, falls in. Patriots down by 7 at 46-39. Johnson out with a hand in the face of Blaylock. Blaylock a dribble through his legs, trying to just find any sort of room. Nice job by Johnson. A pass to Will Morris in the corner. Blaylock could not get that three-point shot off. They go corner, left wing. Jared Smith, his three-point shot, no good. Tim Simmons battling for that rebound, blocking Cade Kloster out. Miller comes out with it. The Patriots have the basketball. Miller looking. Back out high. Johnson, NBA range three. It's off the mark. This one to the right of the bucket. He drew rim, but could not find the bottom of the net, and it's 46-39, Fort Lewis with the basketball. Halderson trying to find Cade Kloster flashing inside the paint, so they go to Blaylock. It is Johnson trying to fight over a screen of Halderson. That three-point bucket by Blaylock is good. What a shot, and it was Halderson who gave that screen on Johnson and just allowed enough room for Blaylock to get open and have an open look at the window. 49-39. Fort Lewis back by 10. Here's Johnson on the other end. He tries to answer. His shot too short. Halderson with the board. 1:50 into the second half, and the Skyhawks by 10 points. Will Morris in front of the Fort Lewis bench. He pulls up. Three-point shot is too strong. Lilly with the board. Here come the Patriots. They're pushing it. 3-on-3. Lilly takes it all the way. Left-handed runner's good. Nice job by Lilly to squeeze his way through the defense, and the Patriots have drawn it with an 8 at 49-41. Jared Smith at the top of the key, left side to Kloster. Guarded tightly by Simmons, left corner. Morse, give and go between him and Kloster with a right-handed lay-in is good. Back up by 10 at 51-41. Quickly back on the other end. Patriots traveling right to left here in the second half. Nice look inside. Miller to Simmons on a little give and go. Simmons with a right-handed lay-in. Patriots draw back to within 8. Well, while Miller has not gotten into the scoring column, it has not stopped him from dishing out the assist. That is number 4 on the afternoon as he found Simmons. Here's a foul on Patrick Burke. One-on-one versus Halderson. Got to keep a really keen eye here on Burke. He has 3 personal fouls. Him and Halderson both. Halderson drew the contact. Halderson and Burke battling one another inside the paint right now. Inbounds from Kloster out to Morse. New shot clock, 51-43. Skyhawks by 8. 17:04 to go in the second half. Here's Halderson driving on Burke. Whistle, charge, that's 4 on Halderson. What a bold move by Burke. He held his ground. He was playing with 3 personal fouls. He drew the charge. We'll go the other way. That is 4 personals on Austin Halderson. That's something to keep an eye on. 6'9", 205-pound tree in the middle there for Fort Lewis, and he has to sit on the bench now. Patriots trail it by 8. Joey Miller across the timeline. Picked up by Blaylock in the half court. It's a man-to-man defensive look in the half court by Fort Lewis. Pass inside, they go to Burke. Burke shot, no good. Drew contact. Actually, they're going to catch Burke with a foul, and so just as Halderson drew his 4th personal, Burke draws his 4th. 16:45 to go. Now Franklin Uzunwani comes in, and Uzunwani is going to have to play a significant role down the stretch here. Franklin, who spent a good majority of this year hampered by injuries, but when he is healthy, he is dynamic. 2nd leading all-time block shot. And this shot by Salcido is no good. Too strong. Franklin was in there causing some havoc. Patriots come out with the basketball. Lilly, far right side. One-on-one with Morse. Screen set high by Franklin. To the left side to Johnson. Johnson spinning his way inside the lane. His shot too short. gets his own board. Franklin battles for the rebound, goes up strong, draws contact, gets the bucket. Franklin will go to the line to try to complete a three-point play, and that's where it starts with Franklin getting his own rebound, creating a second chance point. It's his first basket of the day. He has 5 rebounds, though, to lead everyone in that column. His season high this year was 7 back on February 22nd against St. Mary's. Free throw from Franklin is short, no good, but the Patriots have drawn back to within 6. 16:04 remaining in the game. Jared Smith out high to Blaylock. Again, Johnson not giving Blaylock much of any room. Blaylock draws a double team. Fade away, three-point shot, no good. Franklin a big rebound. Uzunwani with his 6th of the day. Here comes Simmons, pushing the issue. Back on the other end, it's Miller, who will back it out offensively. He's got 20 on the shot clock, 15:40 on the game clock, and the Patriots down 51-45. Last time the Patriots led it was 17:34 to go in the first half. Here's a three-point shot. Book it from the left wing. That's Miller. And the Patriots now to within 51-48. Down by 3 with 15:19 to go. Blaylock, right corner, drives baseline. He's got an open man in Kloster. Kloster tries to answer with a 3. Shot rolls around, no good. Lilly with a rebound. Patriots can draw to within 1. There is no foul. Lilly was tripped up from behind. Lilly, a three-point shot. Book it from downtown. We are tied at 51 with 15:01 to go. Have to lead all Patriots in the second half. Joey Miller has a 3-point bucket. Miles Johnson as well. Patriots have now tied it with Fort Lewis. They were down by as many as 15 earlier today. Backdoor cut by Rasmus Bach. That shot was swatted, but a foul. Looks like they'll probably catch Tim Simmons here. Bach will go to the line, shoot a pair. That is on Tim Simmons. It's just Simmons' first personal. Patrick Burke is on the bench with 4. They were trailing by 10 at the half. And now we're tied at 51. Rasmus Bach will go to the free throw line, a sophomore from Austin, Texas. Freshman of the year in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference last year. Hits this one. Second team all-conference selection this season. Puts Fort Lewis back up by 1. Bach has 7 points today. Takes aim at his 8th. High arcing rainbow free throw is good. And it's 53-51. Fort Lewis back up by 2. Miller races across the timeline. Gives to Simmons. Simmons inside. Uzunwani, a two-handed flush. And he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play. What a look by Tim Simmons. Uzunwani now has 6, and that was with some authority. So Franklin goes to the free throw line. This to give the Patriots the lead. Their first since the 17:34 mark of the first half. Franklin's shot is good. 54-53. Patriots by 1. Miles Johnson will pick up Joshua Blaylock in the half court. What a job that Miles Johnson has done defensively. Blaylock had 14 in the first half. He now has 17, but Johnson has stifled him defensively. Here's Morse. Inside the paint, whistle. There's a foul call away from the basket. They're going to catch Shannon Lilly with a foul. That's his 3rd personal. Patrick Burke is on the bench with 4. Lilly has 3. Here comes Amari Bryant. Boy, has Bryant ever played a key role today. Bryant had 14 in the first half. Cody Kloster on the inbounds in the far corner. Patriots by 1. 14-19 to go. Salcido drives in the paint, stumbles, falls, travel called. Salcido wanted the contact. He split 2 defenders, but just tripped over his own feet. Traveling call will go the other way. Patriots with the basketball. And leading by 1 at 54-53. Joey Miller into the front court. Gives to Simmons. Now it's Miles Johnson, far side. Left-handed dribble. Pulls it up. Finds Franklin Uzunwani out beyond the arc. He's searching. Finds Miller. Miller on a screen from Uzunwani. They go to Simmons. Little touch pass. This has got a chance to go backcourt. That got away from Amari Bryant. That pass sailed too far past his outstretched hands. And Bryant chases it down. He touches it. It's a backcourt violation. So we'll go back towards Fort Lewis's bucket. 54-53 Patriots. 13:52 remaining in the second half. Will Morse out high. Goes to Blaylock. Blaylock on the left side. He drives baseline. Stumbles, falls, out of bounds. Blaylock wanted a foul on Uzunwani. He's not going to get it. And again, what a job defensively that they've been able to do on Blaylock here, at least through the first 6.5 minutes of the second half, to make the adjustments. And it all starts with a job that Miles Johnson has done defensively on Blaylock. Patriots lead it by 1. Have the basketball. Uzunwani out on the right elbow. Now comes out beyond the arc to Johnson. Johnson, spot up 3. It's short. But Amari Bryant is there with a loose ball rebound. Patriots with the basketball. It's Miller. Just in front of the scorer's table. Drives his way. Left-handed runner is good. He just blew past 3 defenders. Miller gets the bucket. Miller has 7, and the Patriots have a 3-point lead. 13:08 to go in the game. Blaylock, left side to Morse. One-on-one versus Miller. Over a screen. His shot, good. In traffic, just beyond the free throw line. 56-55. Patriots now back up by 1. 12:51 remaining. Miller, handoff to Bryant. Now they go to Johnson. Johnson works his way right of the lane. Drives, shot, good, off of the glass. Give Miles Johnson double digits now. He has 10, second leading scorer for the Patriots. Inside feed, Closter over Bryant. Shot, short, ball bounced around. Whistle, foul, somebody was over the back. See who they catch here. Going to catch Tim Simmons. That is Simmons' second personal foul. 58-55 Patriots, 12:33 remaining. And it does put Rasmus Bach to the free throw line. Bach has 8. And he's 2 of 2 from the free throw line today. Bach sets, shoots. Shot too strong off of the iron. He is the team's leading shooter from the free throw line, 87% this year. Tim Simmons comes out, Jonathan Perry in. And here is where that depth of this Patriots team has really played a pivotal role this year. You're seeing it today with the job Amari Bryant has given DBU, and now Perry off of the bench as well. Comes in as Bach hits this next one. 58-56, DBU by 2. 12:30 to go. And Miller walks it across. Miller motions for a screen out high from Franklin Uzunwani. Miller takes it in. A right-handed lay-in is good. And Miller all of a sudden is feeling it. He has 9. Patriots up by 4 at 60-56. It's their largest lead of the day. And a team that trailed the majority of this game. Here's a fadeaway jumper by Blaylock with Johnson's hand in his face. And again, Blaylock hits. It doesn't matter if he's just got an open look or if somebody's got a hand in his face in traffic. He has been money. Now it is Amari Bryant who draws a charge or dishes out a charge on the offensive end. Blaylock held his ground and Bryant with a charge, and so we go back the other way. It's a media timeout, 60-58. We've got a good one going here in Wichita Falls. This is first-round action of the NCAA Division II tournament. Patriots by 2 with 11:54 to go in the second half. Back in Wichita Falls, 60-58. Fort Lewis trailing the Patriots by 2, but with the basketball, Joshua Blaylock brings it across. To the left elbow is Salcido. Looking for a screen and a handoff to Blaylock. Blaylock drives back to Salcido. Give and go between the two. Shot no good. Ball battled for and a travel call. Travel called on Salcido, who came down with it. He is clearly frustrated with the call. Patriots back with the basketball. DBU on the boards today has a significant edge, 28-19. They've out-rebounded Fort Lewis. Joey Miller, 7 of his 9 points as he has the basketball has come in the second half. Drew a lot of double teams in the first half. Here he draws a double team. Nice feed to Uzunwani. Uzunwani with the bucket on the right side. Little give and go between the two. Franklin now has 7. Franklin's season high 11 this year, back on December the 5th against Arlington Baptist. What a role he's playing with Patrick Burke on the bench with 4 fouls. Patriots by 4, 62-58. Rasmus Bach, pull-up jumper from the right baseline. Shot is short, but battled for. It is Kofi Josephs who comes out with a rebound, and then he drains a bucket from the left side from about 10 feet out. 62-60 now. Josephs with that bucket. Patriots up by 2, nearing the midway point of the second half. 10:40 to go. Miller walks it back over, far side. Now near side to Bryant. They swing it wide open from the corner. Johnson nails it. 3-point shot is good. Give Johnson his 3rd tray of the day. He has 13, and the Patriots have their largest lead at 5 at 65-60. Mock looking for Josephs. Josephs out high, drives in the lane, shot, rolls around, good, and a foul. And Josephs will go to the line, try to complete a three-point play. He has the last 4 points. Foul called on Joey Miller, and now Miller has 3. 10:18 to go in the second half. Kofi Josephs goes to the free throw line. Josephs, who had a monumental day back on January the 9th against Colorado School of Mines, 24 points. That was his season high. Played a significant role this year as a bench player. Here he hits his 9th point of the day. He has the last 5 for Fort Lewis. Patriots lead cut to 2, 65-63. 10:10 to go in the game. Miller. One-on-one versus Blaylock. Goes left side. Bryant, three-point shot. Rolls around, no good. Josephs now with a rebound. As he's doing it all, gives it to Blaylock. Blaylock quickly pushes it the other way. Bach inside to Kloster. Kloster shot, good, and a foul. Low post feed to Kloster. Foul is called on Johnson. That puts Kloster at the free throw line now in a tie game at 65, 9:52 to go. Kloster goes to the line where he's a 75% free throw shooter. Senior out of Longmont, California, second team all-conference selection. His free throw shot no good, off the iron. Ball tipped around, Bryant comes down with it. Patriots with the basketball, tied at 65. Bryant driving in traffic, works his way out to the right side, now out beyond the arc. Setting up the offense, looking for a backdoor cut from Perry. Instead it goes cross-court pass to Miller. Miller motions with his right hand, looking for a screen from Franklin. Miller draws a triple team. Goes left side to Perry, back out to Bryant. Bryant, open three from the wing. Look it, it's good. Amari Bryant has 17. He has drained 4 shots from downtown today. And the Patriots have a 68-65 lead. 9:13 to go. Bach into the paint, drives, Salcido. Right-handed runner is good. Little floater over Uzunwani, he gets the bucket. And it's 68-67. Patriots lead cut to 1. Miller motions with his right hand. He's out on the far side. Once that screen set high from Franklin Uzunwani on Blaylock. Drives, left-handed runner. It's good by Miller. Miller off of that high screen by Uzunwani has been money. He has 11 now. Blaylock, a crossover of Johnson. Pull-up jumper is good. Back and forth we go. 70-69. Patriots lead cut back to 1. Joshua Blaylock to lead all scorers with 21. 8:33 to go in this one. First round action from Wichita Falls, and we're getting our money's worth today. Miller on the far side, one-on-one versus Blaylock. Again, looks for a screen. It's not set. Now he drives. Bounce pass to Uzunwani. Uzunwani shot in and out, no good. Salcido comes down with the board. Joshua Blaylock across, trying to give Fort Lewis a lead. Driving on Johnson. Shot, swatted, but a foul. A pretty physical driving at right side of the lane there. Johnson gives him some of the body there, and a foul called on Miles. That's Miles Johnson's second personal. Blake Flickner claiming to the officiating crew that he went straight up, but they're going to call that Johnson caught him with some of his body and was a downward motion there on Blaylock to give him some of that contact and gets him to the free throw line where he hits this first one. We're now tied at 70. Blaylock, an 83% free throw shooter. That's second only behind Rasmus Bach. Tied at 70. The next shot for the lefty is good. 71-70. Fort Lewis back up by 1 with 8:09 to go. Miller, Perry, Lilly, Uzunwani, and Johnson on the floor for the Patriots. Now it's Miller. Senior guard working on Blaylock. Drives into the lane. Bounce pass. It's off of the foot of Kofi Josephs. Patriots will have the basketball. It does bring us to immediate timeout at 7:53. Patriots will have 13 on the shot clock, down by 1 at 71-70. This is DBU Basketball. First round action of the NCAA Division II tournament. It's been a great game today between these two, between the 7 seed DBU, number 2 seed Fort Lewis. Strong crowd from Dallas today here for DBU. Across the way, just on the other side of the Patriots bench. Jonathan Perry to inbound right in front of the DBU bench. Gets it into Joey Miller. Inside 10 on the shot clock. Miller off of a screen from Uzunwani. Knifes his way into the lane. Back out to Johnson. Johnson, three-point shot is short, but there's Perry with a rebound. Back out to Miller. Miller, three-pointer. Good! From the top of the arc, Joey Miller. motions to that Patriots crowd. 73-71, DBU back up by 2. Joey Miller held it 2 points in the first half. Now has 14. Blaylock tries to answer with a 3. Shot is no good. They catch Franklin Uzunwani with a push, and they do. Franklin battling inside with Ross Buckman. It is Austin Halderson who has 4 personal fouls on the bench, the big guy for Fort Lewis who stands at 6'9". DBU's big guy Patrick Burke is also on the bench with 4 fouls, but a tremendous job today from Franklin Uzunwani, who was a starter last year for the Patriots, has been hampered by injuries this year as Buckman hits this first free throw. 73-72 now Patriots. Uzunwani has stepped right in today and played his most valiant game of the season as Buckman hits this free throw, 73 all. 7:20 remaining, and now full court pressure shown. They get it across to Perry. Perry drives hard, now gets it over to Johnson, and they'll reset the offense through Miller. Backs it out near the midcourt stripe. 7:08 remaining in the game. We're tied at 73. Miller in the far corner. Looking for a screen from Franklin. Out high, Lilly. Thought about a 3, drives into the lane, draws a double team, back out to Miller. Miller, pull-up jumper, inside three-point range, off of the glass and good. Did he beat the buzzer? Yes, he did. It's a bucket for Joey Miller, who just continues to stay in the zone. He has 16 points in this one, 14 in the second half. Kofi Josephs tries to answer with a 3. It's too strong. Jonathan Perry with a rebound. Patriots by 2. It's 75-73. Inside look. Franklin Uzunwani's fouled hard. He'll go to the line. Nice look inside, and Ross Buckman was not going to allow Franklin Uzunwani any easy bucket there. Franklin will go to the line, shoot 2. Uzunwani has 7 today. Chance to extend this Patriot lead. They're up by 2 with 6:32 remaining. Uzunwani today 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Takes long aim and hits this first one, nothing but net. Uzunwani, a 68% free throw shooter for the senior from Lagos, Nigeria. Started his career at Northwest College in Wyoming. Transferred to DBU last year. Number 2 all-time in block shots in DBU basketball history. Playing his most significant game in a Patriot uniform today. Hard off the iron here with this free throw. Patriots lead at 3, 76-73. 6:25 remaining. Will Morse to Closter. Looking inside, pass tipped away, but they're going to catch a foul inside the paint. That was a near turnover. Foul called on Jonathan Perry. That's Perry's first personal. Tim Simmons will come off the bench here. Patriots lead by 3. Look at the foul situation right now. It's the double bonus for Fort Lewis. 10 team fouls for DBU. Fort Lewis has committed just 5 personals for 5 team fouls. As Bach hits this first free throw, so the Patriots still not shooting at the line. Fort Lewis will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. That could play a significant role. It's 76-74, 6:21 remaining. Rasmus Bach's next free throw is good, 76-75. 6:21 to go. Miller picked up by Blaylock in the half court. Man-to-man defensive alignment here for Fort Lewis. Into the lane goes Miller to Simmons. Simmons back out high. Touch pass to Uzunwani. Quick movement around the arc. Now it's Franklin Uzunwani who'll hand it off far corner to Miles Johnson. Give and go between the two. We've got 7 on the shot clock. Lilly in front of the Patriots bench. Drives in the lane. 4 on the shot clock. Right-hand runner. No good. And does not draw a foul. Fort Lewis back with the basketball. Down by 1. Cross-court pass to Morse. Morse hands it off to Closter. Closter thought about a three-pointer. Instead hands it to Morse. Blaylock one-on-one here versus Johnson. Johnson fights over a screen. Not allowing Blaylock any clean look. Here's Closter. His three-point shot off the back of the iron. Long rebound belongs to Fort Lewis, as it was Halderson who's back in the game playing with 4 fouls who came down with it. Blaylock shot good, and it fouled, and will go to the line and shoot 1. Try to complete a 3-point play. They catch Miles Johnson here with the foul. That's his 3rd personal. Fort Lewis back up by 1. Back and forth we go between these two. Been 9 lead changes in this one. 5 ties. And a game that Fort Lewis led by 15. Just under 13 minutes to go in the first half. Patriots trail by 10 at the half as Blaylock hits this one. And now it's been back and forth we go. 78-76 Fort Lewis. 5:17 remaining in the second half. Miller, a high screen set by Uzunwani. Drives to the corner to Simmons. Back out high to Lilly. Mark's got a hand in his face, out well beyond the arc. 8 on the shot clock. Lilly drives in traffic, out to Simmons. Simmons, three-point shot, too strong, off the back of the iron. Halderson comes down with a big rebound. Fort Lewis back with the basketball and a 2-point edge with 4:50 to go. Halderson way out high. Instead, we'll go to Blaylock. We'll try to go set a pick here on Miles Johnson. We'll have to fight over the top of it. Now they get a Franklin Uzunwani picking that up. It's a line drive three-point shot by Blaylock. He drills the tray over Johnson. 81-76. Fort Lewis by 5 with 4:30 remaining. Miller, hook shot in the lane. It's good. 81-78. Patriots back down by 3. Miller, who had 2 points in the first half, now leads the Patriots with 18. 8 of 12 from the field today for Joey Miller. Blaylock leads all scorers with 29. 4:08 to go. Fort Lewis by 3. Blaylock drives right baseline, hanging, shot blocked, but a foul called. And now some frustration setting in on this Patriots defense as Blaylock is finding his way to the free throw line. Johnson now has 4 personal fouls. Back-to-back trips down the floor that he's picked up a foul. Blaylock goes to the line. Not the guy that you want at the line, him or Rasmus Bach. Free throw good from Blaylock. Lefty who just has a soft touch, whether it's from beyond the arc or at the free throw line. It's a 4-point lead for Fort Lewis, 82-78 with 4:04 to go. Next shot is good. Cody Salcido to check in for Austin Halderson, who has 4 fouls. 83-78. Fort Lewis by 5. Miller brings Patriots offense across the timeline. Simmons, Uzunwani, Lilly, Johnson all on the floor here for the Patriots. Trailing by 5. Inside 3:45 to go. Miller drives. His shot off of the glass and good. How in the world did he get that one to go? He drew a double team and he shot it over Cody Salcido, who stands 6'6", over Miller, who's at 6'2". 83-80. Patriots trail by 3, needing a defensive stop with 3:28 remaining. Now it's Simmons who will draw that defensive card on Blaylock. Johnson's on Rasmus Bach. It's Will Morse on the right wing to Salcido. Salcido, long-range 3. Shot too strong. Battle for the rebound. Tipped out by Miller. He has it. Patriots 3-on-2. Miller stripped away by Blaylock, and they're coming back the other way. Blaylock forces the turnover. Joshua Blaylock drives right of the lane, draws a double team. Whistle, foul call that's going to be on Blaylock. They're going to call a charge. Blaylock nearly turned in a dazzling play on both ends of the floor with a steal and then coming back the other way, but he picks up the charge. Out of the final media timeout, Patriots trail by 3, 83-80. There's 2:53 left on the clock. Joey Miller with the basketball. Into the front court. Drives inside. Pass tipped away, and here comes Fort Lewis the other way. Joshua Blaylock comes out of the pile with it, and another forced turnover. This is a costly one. 10th turnover of the day by DBU. 83-80. Blaylock with the basketball, guarded by Simmons. A high screen set. Patrick Burke is back in the game, playing with 4 fouls. Franklin Uzunwani on the bench, but what a job he did today. Blaylock, long range 3 with 6 on the shot clock. It's no good. Patrick Burke will let it go out of bounds. Smart play by Burke. Patriots will have the basketball. 2:18 remaining and trailing by 3 at 83-80. Patriots trail by 15 with 12:51 to go in the first half. They came all the way back. They took a 5-point lead at the 10:34 mark in the second half, and it's been back and forth ever since. Fort Lewis up by 3, 83-80 with 2:10 to go. That Patriot crowd on the far side all rise to their feet. Joey Miller just in front of him with the basketball. Gets a screen high from Burke. They go to Miller. Over to Johnson. Johnson, 3 shot no good off of the iron. Burke with a big rebound as he stumbled over Halderson. New shot clock. Miller, 3-point shot. It is too strong. Johnson battles for the board. Going to be a foul. If it's on Johnson, it's his 5th, but I don't believe it is. It's going to be on Fort Lewis. They're going to catch Joshua Blaylock. Now Blaylock has 4. So Blaylock has his 4th personal foul. He'll play with 4 personals with 152. You look at the overall foul situation. Fort Lewis is in the double bonus the rest of the way. The Patriots are in the bonus. That is the 7th team foul for Fort Lewis. So Johnson will shoot a 1-and-1. Johnson, an 81% free throw shooter. Takes aim and hits. It's 83-81. Patriots down by 2, 152 remaining here from Wichita Falls at the D.L. Ligon Coliseum. Johnson set, shoots, it's good. He hits them both. It's a 1-point deficit, down by 1, 83-82. And now Bob Petrak wants a timeout for Fort Lewis. DBU down by 1, 83-82. Back to action in Wichita Falls. Fort Lewis with the basketball. 1:43 to go in the game. Inside feed to Rasmus Bach. His shot no good, but gets his own rebound. Goes up strong, gets the bucket. And now Fort Lewis extends their lead to 3. 85-82. 1:33 to go. Patriots with 3 timeouts. Fort Lewis with 1. Joey Miller goes right side to Lilly. Lilly's got Bach with a hand in his face. Out beyond the arc. Thought about a 3. Instead goes left side to Johnson. Back out high to Miller. There's 13 on the shot clock. Patriots trail by 3. Miller, left of the lane, drives, bounce pass, inside, looking for Burke. Burke, ball stumbled away, tries to tip it back out. This ball thrown away, and it is Halderson who is folded over just underneath the basket. That ball went out of bounds. Halderson very slow to get up, was tangled up. He may have to come out, and it does appear to be that way. Fort Lewis will have the basketball. And DBU looks like they're going to show full court pressure. They trail by 3, 1:09 to go in the game. So here comes the full court pressure. Joshua Blaylock with the basketball. 1:05 to go in the game. Patriots desperately need a defensive stop here. Trailing by 3. 20 on the shot clock. It's Kloster who brings it all the way out. Now it's Blaylock out near midcourt. 12 on the shot clock. 49 on the game clock. Fort Lewis by 3. Blaylock off of the screen, drives left of the lane. He's got an open shot and a lay-in, and now Fort Lewis by 5. 43 seconds to go in the game. Now the clock working against DBU. Johnson, long range 3. Off of the iron, no good. Ball tipped around, out of bounds. It's going to belong to Fort Lewis. It went off of the hand of Patrick Burke. Patriots trail by 5. 34.4 to go in the game. Jordan Pratt to check in. Patriots will immediately show that full court pressure here. Patrick Burke out, Franklin Uzunwani in. DBU's got it thinking about fouling here with 34.4 to go. They go for the steal first, then try to get the foul. Ball was tipped out of bounds. Simmons will be in the face of Cade Kloster as he inbounds this one to the left of the basket. Inbounds pass to Rasmus Bach. Bach is fouled by Uzunwani. And again, the two guys that they're going to try, Fort Lewis is trying to get that basketball in the hands of Bach, who's an 87% free throw shooter, and Joshua Blaylock at 83%. Bach goes to the line, shoot 2, 31.7 to go. Patriots down by 5. Patriot fans can be reminded, though, of that Heartland Conference Tournament Championship game against UA Fort Smith, where they trailed by 5 inside a minute, forced overtime, and came back to win it. Bach hits the first one. It's a 6-point lead. It's a 2-possession game now for Fort Lewis. This becomes a huge one right here. This free throw could make it a 3-possession game. Box, next shot is good. It's 89-82, 31.7 to go. Miller's got to hurry. Long range 3 from the top of the key, and it's good. He hit it, and it pulls the Patriots down by 4, 26.9 to go. Kay Kloster runs the baseline, trying to inbound it. They get it to Jared Smith, who's fouled hard by Tim Simmons. 25.3 to go in the game, and Smith will go to the free throw line. Well, they've got to feel pretty good as long as it's not in the hands of Blaylock or Bach. Smith, not too shabby of a free throw shooter himself, though, 71%. Senior out of Westminster, Colorado, who's played in 113 games over his 4 years, stands at the line. With Fort Lewis up by 4, he'll shoot 2 as they're in the double bonus. It's Bryant, Lilly, Simmons, Miller, and Pratt all on the floor for the Patriots. Jared Smith's first shot hits nothing but nylon. It's good, and Smith now has 4. Simmons out, Miles Johnson in. It's a 5-point Fort Lewis lead. It will be a 2-possession game regardless here, whether he makes or misses. Next one. Hits them both. Cody Salcido comes in. Jared Smith out. It's a 6-point Fort Lewis lead with 25.3 to go. Full court pressure from Fort Lewis. They're going to make it difficult for Joey Miller to get it across. He does. Finds Shannon Lilly. Lilly from beyond the arc. 3-point shot from the left wings. Too short. Ball tipped around into the hands of Bach. He has it with 14.8 seconds to go. Miller gets the foul on Bach. That's Miller's 4th. Bach will go to the free throw line. 14 seconds to go, and it's a 6-point Fort Lewis lead. 15-game win streak today for Fort Lewis. Patriots have given them everything they wanted this afternoon. A team that's 27-3, ranked number 8 in the nation. Had a 15-point lead. The Patriots came roaring back. This shot good from Bach. 7-point lead now for Fort Lewis. 14 seconds to go. Seniors on the floor right now. Lilly, Miller. This shot is good. What a performance today from the likes of Franklin Uzunwani, who came in for Patrick Burke with 4 fouls. Here they go. They get it across to Lilly. The senior out of Dallas, pull-up tray. His shot off the iron, no good. Whistle with 6.8 seconds to go. Bach again came down with the rebound. Foul called, and Patriots may be closing in on the final seconds of their season. It's an 8-point lead for Fort Lewis. They'll come back to the other end, and Bach will shoot free throws. Bach to the line. He has 17 today. Blaylock leads all scorers with 33. Patriots led by Joey Miller's 23-point performance. 21 of those coming in the second half as Bach hits this first one. Bach has 18. Winner gets Angelo State. It's a 9-point lead, now a 10-point lead, and it will be Fort Lewis and Angelo State in round 2 as Amari Bryant brings it across, uncontested with 1 second on the clock. His shot falls in and good. Final today from Wichita Falls, 90.